Hey there, everyone. Welcome back to another Stoneface Reactions. I'm Griffin, that's Theta, and that is Chey, and we are here to watch some more Made in Abyss, second season, where we had a whole bunch of stuff happen last time. Who wants to go over that?
You do.
I do, I guess. All right.
Oh,
Well,
that
our
worked.
crew.
Damn, sweet.
I know I'm easily pressured right back into the role I'm trying to hand off to everyone.
Well, now
Uh,
you've handed me a very valuable tool.
no, my one weakness being asked politely to do something. Uh, but last time we had a weird shadow creature haunting our team Rico, as they're apparently being called as a group. Uh,
Yeah, Jai, you
wow, I
killed
immediately
Griff.
lost my voice and died.
You killed Griff.
We almost
But they
made
had a shadow creature
sacrifices.
haunting them, sneaking into their place in the middle of the night to leave them a whole bunch of hints to lead them through the city until they finally found what appears to be a large group of hollows that are all hanging out inside of a giant dead bone. At this point, they seem peaceful, polite, and have even sent their local dragon robot thing to go talk to them.
They're
So
speaking a
everything's
funny language too, right? I'm
oh
remembering the
yeah,
right show. Okay.
absolutely. Yeah, they have a whole bunch of weird funny stuff going on. Nothing's been explained. We got no idea what's up ahead, but certainly this is just the part where they learn that as long as you have friendship, anything is possible, and they're all just living down here happily with no wants whatsoever.
I think,
Yeah, that's the plot.
pointedly, they were speaking the language that people on the surface were speaking.
Right. So if this is the group that came down here ages ago, language is probably drifted, which is probably where all the funky language is coming from. But if they have the
Language
new
would be like
language,
that.
then well, I guess more people have arrived since then.
I mean, it would be more confusing because they only had a couple of the natives with them.
hmm and it was clearly shown most of the natives just stayed up top, so shrug.
Well, I mean that the drift of language shouldn't
hmm
have drifted towards the native speak. If you have like 100 people and two of them are natives, right? You'd think that
Yeah.
you would stick towards the 98 what the 98 people are speaking, not so much what the two people are speaking.
hmm
Are we
Right.
gonna
It would
get
make more
answers to
sense
that,
for it
Griff?
to. Say what now?
Are we gonna get answers to that, Griff?
Who knows? The show could
Oh,
just
okay.
say, well, that part isn't important. What's important is torturing our main cast some more.
They do seem to care about that a lot.
hmm so the question is, how are they going to get destroyed this time?
Oh, hang on. If they leave the city, they transform, right? That's kind of like a big plot thing right now because the barrier isn't in the city. I think it was.
Oh, right, yeah, they were saying the barrier wasn't in the city. I think that means that they actually could ascend some without transforming. The other way out is across like the big bone bridge, which they said in the text of the show. Oh yeah, that's pretty flat. We should be perfectly fine crossing it.
I just feel like I remember some like hook at the end of the episode being like, "Oh yeah, you can't leave the city because there's no barrier. You'll transform into a hollow."
Huh.
Was
Maybe I
that a
missed
thing, or
that
am I like
implication.
misremembering?
I don't
Uh,
remember it. I remember the conversation being very jank, so I don't remember very much of it. Other
Gotcha.
than, let's go to where Prushka is.
Okay, because yeah, last week I was dead tired. I was barely even present. I was that tired, so I'm not really remembering it too well.
that is an important detail to remember. Prushka has been stolen, and they need to find her again.
Yeah.
So,
Oh, what's
here's
that?
hoping. I
Did
think
you not mention that?
I forgot to mention that in the flashback.
The entire through line of the entire episode was about?
The main plot's not important, but this B plot here, though.
The
We here for B plots.
only reason they're doing anything?
Mhm,
Well,
mhm.
I hear Griffin's segue revving up, so let me start talking before he starts doing wheelies on that thing. Comments pointed out there is a Made in Abyss anthology manga, which is filled with side stories.
That's
Mhm.
fun.
And, well, yeah, some of them are are made specifically just to be fun and not, tied into the plot, let's say. So I went looking for that.
The Made in Abyss slice of life episodes.
Well, I think I mentioned it to y'all once. There is an Ozen slash Bondrude stand-up comedy routine. Well, there's like two.
Continue.
Well, there are two. There are two stories that both feature Ozen and Bondrude together, and the through line between them both is that Ozen just abuses Bondrude.
Of course, Ozen just continues to prank and style on everyone around her.
No, I mean like abuse him. Like
Oh,
Bondrude will tell a joke,
that's
and
less
then
funny.
Ozen will knock him to the ground, and then Bondrude will make a joke about that, and then Ozen will knock him to the ground again.
The classic.
I guess to be fair, Bondrew doesn't care.
He doesn't have to.
Yeah, no, like
Doesn't have to.
yeah, like one of them is like I think Ozen like kills one of him, and then just another Bondrude just comes up. The other one was like Bondrude's like apparently Nanachi's running away from Bondrude, and runs to Ozen, and then Ozen strips Bondrude naked and throws him over a cliff. In that way that we saw in Marluke.
Yeah.
Yeah, like that naked rope bondage thing. Does that to Bondrude, and then says, "You know what? Just cuts the rope and throws him into the abyss."
In the
That
right
seems pretty in
context,
character.
with like the right lens, you could get some like cartoony fun out of all of that. But also, this is still Ozen and Bondrude.
Well, I mean, it speaks to two characters that we've never seen together at any point in time. What they would be like if they were near each other.
Right? Yeah, it's the fun hypothetical.
Yeah, you gotta assume that since there's so few white whistles, like, they had to have gotten together at some point, right? Like, they probably at least are aware of each other.
I mean, if we're pushing through on the time dilation thing, then I guess it's entirely possible that you could have white whistles from various generations of Delvers. I forget what you call them. So it's entirely possible you could have people way down below who started doing this a long time ago who don't know anything about the people who are starting to come down that are white whistles now.
Yeah, everyone just turns and goes, "Who's this new guy?" It's like, "Hi, I'm a great grandson."
You know, the thing is, we keep talking about it, but I keep forgetting about the time dilation.
I don't
always forget
remember
that's
it.
a thing.
I don't remember it at all. It just Griff keeps bringing it up, so it's like, well, if I'm not willing to look it up, I guess it's true.
They've totally mentioned it before. It definitely happens.
All I know,
I have
our
no way to
precious-
confirm it.
all I know is that not a single commenter has ever said anything about it. So they haven't said Griff is wrong. They've also not mentioned in any of those paragraphs that y'all have read, not a single time dilation comment.
Alright,
It's
to
my
our,
prank, actually. I just keep inserting new facts into the series to see what you guys pick up on.
I wouldn't be surprised with you doing that, honestly. But no, our viewers, to you, this is your call to arms. Go Google this so we don't have to and leave a comment, thanks. Is there
There you
time
go.
dilation in the abyss or nah?
There's
Is Griff
time
making it up
dilation in
and
the
gaslighting
comments.
us?
Well, it speaks towards avoiding spoilers. Like I said, I grabbed the anthology thing to read, but I did not read all of it. I just specifically looked for the stand-up routine thing because apparently it's filled with season 1 stuff, but it's also got season 2 stuff mixed in. So I was like avoiding that, not spoiler.
Yeah, that's understandable. All right, then. So time to rev up the Segway. Let me go ahead and like put in the keys into the ignition, start turning
Yep,
on,
yep.
and let's go ahead and watch.
Still haven't hit that spoiler that I know is coming.
I keep
Boy.
forgetting that the intro music is different, so each time I go like, "Oh wow, this is a brand new bop."
Well, I just expect that the thing is going to come and you're all going to be like, what the fuck? We could all tell that was coming. It's obvious. It's very obvious. Like you've been looking at it this whole time.
Is the spoiler the abyss? The squirrels?
Oh, wouldn't that be a bitch? The spoiler is, I know what created the abyss.
And it's
It was
those little
Minachi the
tiny
whole
round
time.
rodons.
No, it's World War III. I'm still going with that theory. That the World War
That's,
III caused this.
Yeah, that was Minachi's code name back in the day, World War III.
Yo, there's like a couple frames of Rico riding a robot with controls. I'm just like, hell yeah, that's gonna be awesome.
It's
That's just Reg.
the Final Fantasy character. Final Fantasy VII.
Oh my gosh, I need to get my hands on the Crisis Core remake.
I don't know if I don't have the volume turned up well enough when my headset's going.
Yeah.
The lyrics to that song were just meow, 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 meow to me.
Yeah, with just noises at the end.
I like all the little dudes.
I know, and they're all following along and having fun.
Minachi
Like-
is not here for it.
Like, their designs are a little weird, but like, this is still like, telegraphed they're being cute.
The weirdo designs are why I like them.
このクソ登ったら呪いが大丈夫だリコどういう理屈か知らねえがここには力場が存
You
在し
physically observed it already.
呪いにかかりようもね追ってみようぜオイラもこいつらの正体が知りてえ
Although I guess at the same time,
Mhm.
having an ounce of prevention of not wanting to test it makes a lot of sense to it.
それと
Yeah, being cautious at this point is very important, isn't it?
Remember the last time she went up some stairs?
了解した
Oh, whoop, lost some teeth.
Literally.
ナナチ
Oh.
は慣れ果てなのか
Seriously though, the further down you go, you gotta know the future that awaits you is not being able to stand up if you fall down.
Oh, gosh. What happens to our robot dragon friend if he gets pushed over, you know?
Greg picks him up.
さあなだが白笛連中の仕業じゃないことを祈るぜ
They go into here, they get introduced to the white whistle, and it's Bone Druid again.
This whole scene is like the opening to a Ghibli movie.
It really feels like it, doesn't it?
It's creepy, Spirited Away. No, he's making it a proper whistle.
プルシカが嫌がってないの
Oh, that's right, she has a telepathic link with her at this point.
石本当の形になっていないからだよ。メディポ教養語で何だったか。命の意志を伝える音を出す。
楽器か
それ。楽器になると石は強くなり精度が上がる。その過程をしないで持つのは価値に良くない。
価値
I like this guy, he's just chipping
That's-
away.
That's right, we're gonna carve it up and then resell Prushka on eBay. 200% increase.
Hey, this is more of an Etsy thing.
なあマジカジャと言ったか
I like the giant Pigerton up there.
Yeah, I'm just like, who's the dude who's like, yeah, just go ahead and hang me up here, it's fine.
悪いけどオイラにオメガ生物かどうかも怪しく見えるぜ
カジャは体が匂いでできてる。そのままだと話せない。この体は入れ物だよ。カジャは
He's made of smells.
So he's a
入れ
robot.
物じゃなくてね。
Sentient gas creature stuck in bottle.
Sentient?
He's the guy from the second Hell movie. What was the guy? He's the demon guy.
Hellraiser?
No,
Pinhead?
shut up, Griff. You're on the wrong track.
Okay,
そう
different demon movie. They got a whole little market. Oh, it's cute.
I just love all these designs.
I would shop at that one, just like,
さっきもまあ値打ちってことだろうなお金の単位オ ースじゃない。
Barter system, barter system.
タンクから荷物だよ。形が古い。ずっと昔のやつだ。いつのだろう。
Hellboy.
どれも保
Second
存状
Hellboy
態
movie.
すごくいい。あ、嘘、これお母さんの風書の一部じゃん。
You gotta pay before you read.
勝手に触れてはダメだよ。
マジカジャさん、私これ欲しい。
君なら何でも買えるよ。価値に変えればいい。
物々交換ができるのか。じゃあ私の持ってるもので
How about this
I like that
unpredictable
little
pickaxe?
guy. I like the little guy.
いい価値がつく。目でも皮でも油でも。人の子は一番価値が高い。丸ごとならカジャも欲しい。他のものに売る前にどうか。
待って、売らないよ。私は奈落の底に行くんだもの。
残念。カジャ諦めるよ。価値奪うのは一番重い罪。
私は諦めない
This
よ。
guy's just no face.
髪の毛とか爪の先とかで買えないのかな。二人とも見たか、あの金の印。例の印だぜ。ひょっとしてマジカジャさん、あの
Did I miss something? Same symbol as what?
Oh, on the note from last episode, the shadow creature drew it. And it was basically just like a human shape with like a single extra line.
いいじゃんレグ、敵地慣れしてきたじゃねえの。
The enemy territory. Nanachi's not having none of this.
見てこれ、すごい。宿根
Oh, rabbit snails.
素で楽しんでねえか。
Pet to pet communication.
それとも食材。
どちらでもないしどちらでもあるよ。このものエンベリーツは小さなものに体を這わせることが価値だよ。余った動物をこうして価値の交換用に出している。カジャも入れ物にするためよく交換するよ。あっちのサバッサは自分の体に管を通すことを価値に。ミスケソウは他者の体を切り裂くことを価値にしている。
Ah, yes, your character design does inform your job.
I guess that's the one that I
Local
didn't want to
slicer.
show as an example.
形になるんだよ。皆欲を持って奈落に挑んだけど行き場所をなくし、ここで慣れ果てになることを選んだ者たち。ここで命を差し出し慣れ果てると縛られてここからは出られなくなる。けど代わりに欲に応じた姿と守りをもらえる。いい匂いのふわふわ。君はここのものとは違い、古い祭祀場の慣れ果てだね。きちんと命を持っている。とても強い強い欲で守られたんだろうね。
So, hollows are made by the desire of the people around them, or themselves.
素晴らしい価値
So,
だよ。
their desire was to be as fluffy and cute as possible.
No, it was the friends thing.
Right, right.
I'll be making fun of Mitty.
Yo, that one's just straight up a penis. Is Mania gonna change form?
I doubt it. I think Mania is Mania.
I think it evolves into Angelmon, so yeah, maybe.
Well, they literally just got through saying when they, like, accepted their fate and decided to stay here, they were granted a body that fit their...
Mania
like,
is an animal, though, and it doesn't
values.
seem to affect animals the same way it affects people.
I thought Mania was a hollow as well.
I think it was said in one of the many other things that...
Up, and they're dead. Oh, okay, it's even worse on the other side.
なんだこいつ。なんて柔らけえ骨だ。
You just need to reset it. Oh gosh.
Have you tried turning it off and on again?
空気の逃げ場所がなくて尻綿が膨らんだみてえだ。戻しとくけどよ。こいつ
Oh,
は
poor
しばら
Lapsanis,
く腫れるぞ。まあ。
ケアフ、それの価値は？
メーニャはそういうんじゃない。
決められないほど高い？
そうだよ。
But no, what I was saying before that, I think it was specifically said Mania is a animal. That's why the Zoholic affected Mania,
Oh, okay.
because it attracts animals.
Gotcha.
That's right. Because Bone Druid specifically had to do something to keep Mania away from it.
And now the villagers
Okay.
are spooked.
That ass though.
Oh,
They
this what
actually
hap-
killed. Yeah, it is.
this is what happens when you touch something of value without asking.
And of course, the Team Rico has defined it as having so much value it can't possibly be calculated.
物は自分の持つ価値を上回る価値に傷をつけた。生産しないといけない。貯めてたもの、隠してたもの。価値が釣り合うまで生産終わらない。
Oh, this is depressing in its own way.
It fucking
Fully
deserves it. It
automated
tried to kill the
justice.
baby.
ナナチ、大丈
Well,
夫？
no, it seemed childlike, so it probably just didn't know what it was doing.
I mean, that's entirely the case. However, I like the tiny Hamtaro. I like the Patamon.
Right, but put this thing in context of like fucking MIDI. It's just not.
ねえ、私、あんなこ
That
と
doesn't make
Oh,
me
you
feel
don't have to
any better.
convince me of anything. I am just obstinately selecting to not like this one thing.
Sure. And I'm now emotionally attached, so I'm getting angry at your obstinance.
Do it. Let the hatred flow through you.
そうじゃないけど、乱暴しないでくれたらいいの。
Jeez.
足りない分体で補うよ。体の買い手は多い。中身知るの価値のものもいる。
Not the thing you want someone to be parading around.
罪ならよ、プルシカの件はどう申し開きするんだ。
あの石、ビルブルの外から持ち込まれた。外で起きたことは村の力で守られない。
取ったのはお前らじゃないと。
ハディマイ。それ君のものだよ。ようやく君の価値傷つけた分になった。
Well, now they got cash.
これ、受け取らなきゃダメ。
前捨てても捨てられないよ。価値は君にくっついてる。それだけあれば、ハニースク。
Oh, it's an NFT. I get it. I get how their economy works. It's all in the blockchain, you see.
ハディマイ。カジャは体通してくるよ。また後で。
ちょっと。
君たちの価値、さっきので皆に知れた。傷つけてくるのいないと思うよ。
That's probably a good point. Everyone just went and saw, alright, if we hurt these people, we will literally be ripped apart.
泊まれるところを知らないかい？
マーティンも。
参ったな。ハニースク？モデ？ハニースク。モデ？ハニースク。うんこ落ちてるのに？コンバース。
エイブメン
I like all the guys here. Their designs are so good.
I know, right?
なんで知ってんだ？さっきマジカジャさんが寝床と食事って時に言ってたの。ハニースク。おめえすげえな、あの聞きにくい言葉をよ。 こういう時は言葉わかんなくても焦らず伝える心構えこそが大事なのよ。それにうちの個人観光
Her orphanage just tour guiding. She's used to this.
そんなに上手じゃなかったけどひでえもん見ちまったけどよ。へこんでられる状況でもねえってのはあいつが一番わかってんのかもな。単純
I
に
said they're getting desensitized.
The most worn out innkeeper ever. Oh my gosh.
私とレグ、ナナチ、あとメイニャ。
I know what their true desire is. It's just to be comfy and sleep.
あとご飯もこのお金使うの気が引けるな。そういうな。メイニャの治療にも安全な場所が必要だぜ。おお、これがお宿、これがおトイレ、これがご飯。
The food just been there for several years. I guess to be fair.
Yeah, Nanachi's used to bad food. Honestly, if I was in this scenario, I'd probably be eating the bugs.
Fair.
Thanks for protein, bro. You're good.
Yeah. But I can tell what they are right now, not what this was.
Stuff with a truly irredeemable flavor like Nanachi's is rare, you know.
Just love the dunk on it. Nothing could possibly be worse.
But it was a compliment. That's the thing.
言わんこっちゃない。腹温めるやついるか？大丈夫。こういうのは早めに壊しておいた方がいいのよ。おお、トイレ！何度となく孤児院で見た光景だ。おそらく半日は便所と寄り添うぞ。今日はどうする？
Well, now that we know Rico's at the picture, what do you want to do?
お前も来るか？
I would not be splitting up in this place.
妙に慌ただしいの。
I mean, that's just the rules of any city at this point. You don't just go places alone.
I love this place.
Well, I mean, they just haven't fucking learned their lesson. They split up. When was the last time they split up? During the movie.
これきっとファプタ。カジャも見に行く。
ファプタ？
とても珍しい。いつもとても怒っている。ファプタ、価値の化身。でも普段姿現さない。どこにでも行けて決して滅びない。
The shadow thing before. I guess that's the thing.
I think so. Yeah, I agree.
姿も見えねえ。あの書き置きを残したやつなんじゃねえ。
Hey, they even figured it out.
行こう、ナナチ。待って。この騒ぎで動けないリコとメーニャを残すのは不安だ。
Oh, look, they're even addressing your concern.
了解した。何かあったら通信機で知らせる。油断するなよ。判断に迷ったら必ず引き返せ。
人の子供どうしたの？
腹壊してうなってんだよ。
ハーディマ、それいけない。カジャ、人の子の価値落としたくない。
お前、綺麗な水と果物売ってるとこ知らねえか？
案内する。ハーディマ、でもカジャ、ファプタに会いたい。
Could help child or see really cool invincible person? Which one do you choose?
No, really though. Like she mentioned earlier, I wonder if I could like get value from selling my hair or toenail clippings. Like I bet she could. Thinking on it. Get yourself a butch femme haircut, and then you'll be set for like ever.
Oh, that is slightly different than the shadow creature, I think.
It's got a smoking hand, though.
Yeah, it's got a reg laser.
身分の高い女性の。
なんだ？お姫様か？
そう。姫。
No, okay.
They have the
Actually,
same. Yeah, I was just about to say it.
So you guys figuring out what my spoiler might have been yet?
Maybe.
The thing I said you've been staring at this whole time, every opening?
何か質問してる？
我々はガンジャ黄金鏡を目指しやってきた決死隊だ。ガンジャだ。我々の反応から意志を探ろうとしている。おそらくは言語。
いいねいいね、知恵感じるじゃん。ついてこいってことかな。
警戒はしておけよ。
So it wasn't an extrapolation of the other language. They had their own language and they were already down here.
And Prophet Guy just looks extra tired now.
黄金鏡だ。
本当にあった。
When your tour guide robot gets eaten. Oh gosh.
苦しい冒険でやっとたどり着いたその場所で
Alright, so here's my theory,
私
right?
たちはまだ
That one, the little one,
生きる術を見
is
つけられ
actually the
ず
one
に
with the
いた
big laser, and this one is the tiny princess. And that's
Oh,
not
that'd be
ironic.
amazing.
That's my legit theory, because the princess one had the same color palette as her.
So the robot people were there before everyone else arrived. I guess they're the ones who are also making any of the other robotic things that happen to be in the city. Like our tour guide's cool robot
What
body.
I was getting at before with, God damn it, I've already forgot the name again. What did I say the name of the movie was?
Mononoke?
Nope. This is where you say, fuck you, I wasn't listening.
I mean, I was listening, it's just, I'm tired and a lot has happened.
He's got a
And
My
this
goldfish
stone
memory.
episode is
fist.
so cool.
Yeah. Conversation to
Hellboy?
be. Yeah, Hellboy.
Hellboy.
Yeah. Hellboy 2.
Yeah, I got you. See, I was paying attention.
The second, well, yeah. Griff said it, and then you said Hellboy. So,
Oh, I didn't
anyway,
hear Griff say shit.
the second Hellboy movie has a guy who's just a robot suit, and he's just gas inside the robot suit.
Oh,
So,
neat.
so that when he fights specific people, he just opens up the suit, and the gas comes out.
Hmm.
That's essentially what the robot there we keep talking to, Kala, or whatever his name is.
Kaja.
So they're not making robots, they are, some of them.
Some of them just need physical forms.
Right. Next episode, Friend. So I get the feeling it's going to be a episode with the adventures from the past. Then I think, right? But they also just put Reg into a situation where there's obviously some kind of danger, so they can't just drop that either.
Well, I'm going to say the thing without saying the thing.
Okay.
Obviously, if you watch the intro, there are characters that look like other characters, and that's obvious.
Yeah, that was already pretty obvious.
Yeah. Well, there you go. You just saw in this episode, some of those characters look like other characters, and they might not be separate.
Okay. Yeah, they just really did just cut off the music for a whole minute, didn't they?
Yeah, they really kind of. You know what though? You ever watch credits all the way to the end? That happens like all the time.
I suspect
yeah.
that neither of you have had a VRV subscription before.
No.
Nah.
That's how VRV credits are. You have the show
Okay.
proper, and then you have like the translation, or if we aired this anywhere where there was another language, just a minute of silence of that kind of credits. These are VRV credits. I don't know why they're here, but that's what it is.
Yeah, it's just the timing of it all, I guess. I guess maybe they just didn't have a longer track. It's fine.
No, they are separate credits. I literally just got to tell you.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's see. So what else do we got for this episode aside from apparently just hollows end up cute like half the time, really.
That's my takeaway, honestly. I like the cool Hollow City. I like their weird value barter system. Culturally, it's a really unique and interesting like setting. I like it. I'm
I
instantly
do.
hooked in.
Oh yeah, absolutely. It feels like it's a fun, consistent set of rules that you could definitely play with a whole lot. I do have questions about guy who just likes slicing things up, where that was
I
his
don't have
biggest
questions.
desire.
I mean,
That's
it's a
like
thing that pays for itself, really.
I guess so.
Okay, well, I mean, you get the enjoyment. That's what he's there for, I assume.
Mhm.
But he slices things up. People are paying for fat, for skin, etc. It has its own value. So the thing he enjoys doing. Imagine loving your job as a butcher. It's basically what you're getting.
Right, right. It just to me, I go like, huh. I wonder, was that just their local psychopath they brought with them?
Well, it says
I think oh god.
no. I can keep waiting. You go ahead.
Okay, I mean, I was just gonna say that I really like this town's bartering system in the sense that there is like a unified currency, but then there's also like, hey, you can also barter, and the value of things differs from like vendor to vendor, whoever you're trying to get, you know.
Mhm.
Um, it makes for an incredibly unique um personal identity for the city, I think. Like it gives the city
Mhm.
itself a personality. It's pretty cool.
Well, the city feels like an MMO place, right? Like no PvP. And if you PvP,
Yeah.
the guards will come.
Yeah.
You got the fully functional market and everything. It's pretty adorable. I think the closest I've seen in terms of like a similar kind of marketplace scenario would be like Changeling the Lost with its like goblin markets. Like, oh yeah, the things that you trade are just things that you value, and they're only valued depending on what your emotional worth of it is.
No, please keep telling me that you never saw Hellboy 2.
Still never seen Hellboy 2.
Literally, the whole Goblin Market thing is in Hellboy 2 as well.
There you go.
Everything
I imagine
in this
someone stole the
episode,
concepts.
everything in this episode was in Hellboy 2. But no, what I was gonna say before, and why I said I had no problem with waiting, is it doesn't tie in anything else. So,
Mhm.
as attached as I am to Prushka's stress relief pet,
Mhm.
I still really felt bad for the guy who got torn apart. As
Oh yeah,
recommends,
absolutely.
don't interrupt. Sorry, I just know that you can't hear me when I'm talking and you're talking at the same time.
Just agreeing.
Learned this through years of tabletop. Anyway, um, yeah, because I think that was a child that came down here. Not specifically because he kept crying for its mama, because I think that's maybe just we don't understand the language. That was just an additive that it's crying and the words coming out of its mouth sound like mama, but also that its most valuable possession was a stuffed animal, in the same way that that was Mitty's most valuable possessions were
It wasn't
stuffed
even
animals.
just one.
So basically, if you're in this setting and you're fluffy and pink, you better not like stuffed animals.
Well, again, it's the thing that they say in like zombie media, right? Is that don't stand around wondering how they became a zombie. That just opens you up to getting surprise attacked and become a zombie yourself. Don't. I'm sitting here. Obviously, I'm getting angry at Shy, but not so much specifically because you're mocking the whole scenario. I have the same feeling. I love that little pet. It's my last connection to Prushka. At the same time, conversation for after. At the same time, though, it's just I'm sitting here imagining the child that came down here, got trapped, can't go back, has nowhere else to go, becomes this thing, and they did that. What's that? The Bugs Bunny big old red thing. I'll hug him and squeeze him and pet him and
That's the abominable snowman.
call him
yeah,
George.
yeah.
Well, there's a red one too, in like one of the Halloween cartoons.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
I can't remember,
He's
but
just
I have a very vivid image. In my head.
he's just being a non-understanding child, hugging and squeezing this cute little pet thing, not
Mhm.
knowing what it's doing, and then gets ripped apart, crying, watching its favorite stuffed animal dissolved in front of its face. It gave me
Oh,
an
yeah.
instant emotional rapport once put into that context.
Oh, totally, and I deflected it with humor.
Yep.
Right.
I think we're all on the same page with you here. It's at one
I
hand,
will
it's
not
like,
deny the impact of that moment. Like I said, that was a setting defining moment. That was where you learned the consequence for not following the rules of the place you're in. It
Mhm.
was very important. It was impactful, and I deflected it with humor because
Right,
damn,
right.
I can't.
As I said, it was 50% of what I was feeling at the time, and the other half I do want to bring up after we're done recording.
Mhm. So yeah, I think this was a great setting episode, really. And again, the fact it had so many designs to it for all the different hollows was just extra fun on top of everything.
Yeah, I like them. This is a fun area.
Yeah. So top episode right here. Amongst the ones that don't just make us cry. So I think I had a lot of fun today. So let's go ahead and wrap it up. I think this has been Stoneface Reactions, everyone. I'm Griffin. That's Theta, and that is Chey, and we will catch you next time, everyone. See you around.